Recently I got to watch Maboroshi, an anime film found on Netflix, and the question has to be asked, is it worth watching? And today, ladies and gentlemen, is our quick review. Hey guys, welcome to Geek Devotions, the show from devoted geeks who are devoted to letting you know you're loved. I'm Dallas, I'm so glad you've hit the play button. If you're new to our show, we take geek culture like movies, video games, and comics, and we usually let people know loved. So if you don't watch past the moment, know this, we love you, we care about you, there is a plan and purpose for your life, do not give up. Recently I got to watch Maboroshi in preparation for our main episodes of Geek Devotions, which come out every Friday. There will be a link in the description for you guys that will check out that episode. But it was interesting, and I wanted to share kind of our quick review of it because honestly, I think it's something that many of you may actually enjoy, but at the same time, some of you are looking at it, you're like, not my thing. So let's jump into it. Start off with the IMDb description. Following an explosion at a factory that mysteriously freezes a town in time, two students encounter a mysterious feral child, spurring an impulse of love fueled by the frustration of their daily lives that begins to upend their world. Now, describing the genre of this film is kind of like describing what happens in the film. There's a lot of really random things that take place that don't make sense until it does. As a genre, it could be described as a sci-fi slice of life mystical romance. The film's opening feels very disjointed and things are just kind of slapped together as you follow a young man named Masamune who is playing dangerous games, going to school, and then you have mystical smoke wolves eating cracks in the sky? Did that last statement make you go, what? That's kind of the feeling you have throughout the entirety of this film. As it turns out, no one in this town has aged in 10 years and are being led by a crazed Shinto priest who has convinced them that they are being punished. They have discovered that they must maintain the status quo and not change at all, or else they will be eaten by the smoke wolves. Life gets turned upside down even more for Masamune as he discovers a wild young lady who the Shinto priest is just absolutely convinced that she's essential for their survival. And he's kind of not wrong, but he kind of is at the same time. At the end of the day, though, the kids discover that they really need to get her back to where she belongs, and they honestly got to move forward themselves. As chaotic and confusing as that may have sounded, it all comes together beautifully. The art and music direction does a fantastic job of enhancing the story while you take this strange journey. Because the storytelling itself is so disjointed, it relies heavily on the music and the art to bring everything together and keep you engaged the entire time through. The film explores a lot of different emotions and themes. Things don't really come to make sense though until you're further into the film and a lot of revelations are made. For example, the fact that while physically the main character looks like he's 15, the reality is he's actually closer to 25. As the story progresses, you begin to realize that this town isn't actually real. Everyone seems to be some sort of phantom of time. It's as if they encapsulate everyone's grief, fears, insecurities, and doubts, made manifest and stuck in the days before the opening events of the film. With this backdrop, the film fascinatingly explores what it's like to be stuck in a moment of grief and despair. Everyone is clinging to a way of life, attempting not to change out of a fear of the unknown. Even this mysterious girl deals with this as she struggles with the fact that A, she's not from this reality, but also she's dealing with some very real emotions of abandonment. So is this a good film? I would say this, that if you are someone who enjoys films with a lot of emotion, and there's a lot here, yeah, this is maybe something you want to pick up, but if you need to be cautious and be willing to really invest some time because, as I said, in the opening, it's very disjointed and it's hard to follow what's taking place. But you are rewarded with some answers and things begin to connect the further into the film you go. So I got a question for you guys. Have you guys seen this film? Leave a comment and let us know. Also, I want to remind you guys, we did do a devotion based off this episode. If you'd like to check that out, make sure you check the show notes down below for that link. Until next time, guys, stay devoted. Peace and love.